All right, so you wait 8 minutes, but you're going to want to make the reading at 8 minutes, and you can go ahead and transfer your sample to a second tube, maybe at 7 minutes, so that you're ready. You have about 2 minutes to make the reading, anywhere between 8 and 10 minutes, but it doesn't hurt to get ready for the 8-minute mark, and it's about 7.5 minutes right now. So I'm going to pour the sample from our bottle into this second tube, filling it up to that top line. And cap this tube and place it in the right side of the color comparator box. Make sure that both tubes are all the way inserted fully. And now we're ready to read the result. I'm going to pass over here because it'll be easier now to show you this result like this. We don't have the best quality light, and I would recommend having a bit brighter light if possible above these two tubes. We want the light to be uniform, the same intensity for both sides. Probably the brighter the better. You don't want it too bright, but reasonably bright light. And then you turn the color wheel so that the color in both of these windows is as similar as possible. And I believe that we are about as close as we can get right here. When you have the colors matched, you read the number at which this little point is aligned in this window. Right now that number is 22. We divide that number by 50 to get the actual value. And for the purposes of that calculation, we're going to adjust that 22 to 20, and that means that we have a value of 2/5, or in other words 0.4, and 22 therefore would be about 0.405. We could round that off to 0.41. So this is a result indicating the concentration of phosphate is 0.41 milligrams per liter PO4 phosphate. That's actually a pretty good number for Bowling Green tap water, which is what this represents. The wastewater treatment plant is typically limited to 1 part per million, and this is well below half of that. And so not a bad value for BGSU tap water. And that completes the test. You then want to empty the tubes and rinse them thoroughly with clean water, water that you know has as low concentration of phosphate as possible. You especially want to rinse the tube that contains the sample to which you've added the phosphate reagents. It doesn't hurt when you run the test to rinse your tubes with the water that you're going to be testing once or twice before you add the samples to them. That helps to ensure that if there is anything in that tube, it's been washed out with water that contains phosphate at the same concentration that you're measuring, and that can help to reduce any errors. That's all for now.